Today, we're diving into something truly incredible. We're looking at how a combination of cutting-edge AI and gene therapy is aiming to cure one of the most common and devastating diseases on the planet. And trust me, the story behind the science is just as amazing.
So, let me ask you this. What if a disease that's basically a life sentence could just be reversed? For millions of people, getting diagnosed with chronic kidney disease feels exactly like that, a life of just managing with no real cure in sight. But what if we could flip that script entirely?
And this isn't some rare, obscure condition. We're talking about a staggering 1 in 7 Americans. That's over 37 million people. It's a number so huge, it's kind of hard to even wrap your head around. Welcome to the AgileWoW podcast, your trusted partner in Agile, Scrum, artificial intelligence training, coaching, and innovation. AgileWoW is on a mission to build communities, empower professionals, and accelerate the learning curve one conversation at a time. So, what makes kidney disease so ridiculously hard to cure? Well, it turns out the biggest hurdle isn't just about fixing the broken genes. The real problem, the thing that stumped scientists for years, is just getting the medicine to the right place. Let's break down why.
Okay, so think about it. Your kidney's main job is to be the world's best filter. It's an absolute master at keeping bad stuff out of your system. But here's the catch. It's so good at its job that it also blocks the very medicines, like gene editing tools, that we need to get inside the cells to fix the problem. It's like a biological fortress.
And to really get a sense of the human cost here, let's zoom in on polycystic kidney disease, or PKD. It's a particularly nasty, inherited form of the disease where these fluid-filled cysts just take over, slowly destroying the kidney. Right now, the best treatments can only slow it down. They can't stop it. And it's this exact disease that this new breakthrough is targeting.
And that brings us to the really exciting part, the breakthrough. There's a company called Nephrogen, and they are pioneering a completely new way of thinking. They're using AI and gene therapy to finally sneak past the kidney's defenses. Now, at the heart of all this is a technology you've probably heard of called CRISPR. The easiest way to think about it is like a pair of tiny, super precise molecular scissors. You can program them to go into your DNA, find one specific faulty gene, and just snip it out, either to get rid of it or replace it with a healthy version. It's incredible stuff.
But here is the multi-billion-dollar question, right? Having the best scissors in the world doesn't do you any good if you can't actually get them to the thing you need to cut. So the real innovation here isn't just using CRISPR, it's how they're delivering it.
So how do they crack it? Well, Nephrogen came up with this brilliant two-part solution. First, they unleashed a powerful AI engine to sift through a mind-boggling number of possibilities to design a totally new delivery vehicle. And the result is this super-targeted system that works like a microscopic GPS, guiding the CRISPR treatment right through the kidney's defenses to the exact cells that need fixing. Now, get ready for this. The really mind-blowing part is just how much better this new system is. This AI-designed delivery method, it is 100 times more efficient at getting its payload to the right kidney cells than the methods currently approved by the FDA. I'm going to say that again, 100 times. That's not just a small step forward, that is a monumental leap. But you know, this story is about so much more than just amazing technology. Behind this company, there's an incredibly powerful human story, a founder's personal mission that just adds a whole other level to this scientific quest. The founder of Nephrogen is a man named Dmitry Maxim, and he has lived with the shadow of PKD his entire life. He watched his own mother go through kidney failure when he was just 7 years old, and then, later in life, he found out that he had inherited the exact same disease. So in 2022, he founded Nephrogen. And in what has to be the ultimate show of faith, he plans to be one of the very first patients in his own company's clinical trial.
That moment, finding out he had the disease himself, that was the turning point. It took this personal family tragedy and turned it into a global mission. This wasn't just a business for him anymore. It became a deeply personal obsession to make sure that no other family would have to go through what his did. Just a quick reminder, this episode is brought to you by AgileWoW. If you're looking to level up your skills, check out our upcoming workshops on product management, agile leadership, and artificial intelligence. Visit our website, www.agilewow.com, for more details.
So, you've got this amazing technology and this incredibly powerful personal story. But how close is this to becoming a real treatment that can actually help patients? Let's take a look at the road from startup to potential cure.
Nephrogene is making some serious progress. They've already raised millions in funding, and they're getting major recognition from the tech world, like being named a finalist at the huge TechCrunch Disrupt conference. If they pull this off, they will be the first company ever to offer a curative gene therapy for kidney disease, and they're planning to start human trials in 2027.
You know, the potential impact here goes so much further than just this one disease. If Nephrogene is successful, their work could literally create a blueprint for treating a whole range of other complex genetic conditions.
What they're really creating is a new playbook. By proving that AI can solve this really complex delivery problem for an organ as difficult as the kidney, they're basically showing other scientists how to do it for other diseases.
I mean, just think of the possibilities. You could potentially use this same AI-driven approach to develop gene therapies for genetic diseases that affect the liver, or the lungs, or maybe even the brain. We are really looking at a fundamental change in how we attack genetic diseases.
And that brings us to the final, really big question. This ability to precisely edit our own genetic code is, without a doubt, one of the most powerful tools humanity has ever developed. It gives us hope for curing things we once thought were incurable. But it also forces us to ask some really profound questions about ethics and responsibility. As this technology becomes a reality, the challenge for all of us is going to be navigating its incredible potential with real wisdom and care. Thanks for tuning in to the podcast supported by AgileWoW. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to follow the podcast, leave us a review, and share it with your team. And if you want to advance your Agile journey, check out AgileWoW's upcoming trainings, events, and workshops, all designed to help you grow faster, smarter, and together. Until next time, stay agile, stay curious.